The border crisis is impacting tens of thousands of young undocumented immigrants, many of them children. After some political back and forth, President Obama and Texas Governor Rick Perry will meet today to discuss the immigration crisis along the U.S.-Mexico border. 6 News reporter Hank Cavanero gives us the story.
With the ink barely dry on the president's nearly $4 billion plan to halt the flood of undocumented immigrants flowing across the U.S. border, prominent Republicans in Congress are already saying no deal.
They've asked the Congress for a blank check, an awful lot of money that comes to tens of thousands of dollars for each one of these children.
Nearly half of the $3.7 billion White House proposal is devoted to caring for unaccompanied minors from Central America. The rest goes to detention and removal costs, more border patrols and surveillance, and immigration legal teams to speed up deportation proceedings. Administration officials say GOP critics want to have it both ways.
They don't get to acknowledge that this is a serious humanitarian problem and then say offhand that they won't provide the support to make sure that we can deal with this problem.
Part of the problem, existing U.S. laws that require border crossers to be returned quickly if they come from Mexico. Yet the undocumented from Central America receive special legal protections, a distinction former President Bush signed into law to fight human trafficking.
It is the protection that is required under U.S. law, but it has now escalated to the point of creating a migration emergency.
Making border crisis tougher to solve is the political brawl between the president and Texas Governor Rick Perry. After an exchange of insults,
I have to believe that when you do not respond in any way, that you are either inept or you have some ulterior motive.
The truth is, it's hard to take seriously Governor Perry's concerns.
The two leaders will meet in Dallas. Hundreds of miles away from the border, aides say the president won't be visiting.
I hope the president will reconsider. He really needs to go there and see this for himself and not just rely on his advisors.
Hank Cavanero, 6 News.
As for that meeting between the president and Governor Perry, officials in the White House and in Austin have one thing in common. They are very tight-lipped about the details.